Hello and welcome to our Envoy training video. I will be taking you through the online reporting service where you can access the results from patient experience surveys, quarterly audits and CQC assessments. To start, I will take you through the Friends and Family section. When you select this option, you will be presented with these further options: the dashboard, analytics and reports. Firstly, we are going to click through to the dashboard section. Here you will be able to review the results of the FFT question and free text responses as to why the respondents chose their answers. You will be able to view the trust-wide responses, or you can filter by department via this drop-down list, which separates each of the directorates. You can further filter down from the directorate to an individual service by either selecting from the drop-down list or searching for their name. Once you have selected your search criteria, you will be presented with this dashboard. Here you can see an overview of how people view your service and what common themes arise in qualitative feedback. Common words from qualitative feedback are generated into word clouds. The bigger the word appears, the more times it was entered. If you click on an individual word, it will bring up all the comments with that word in it. You can also see the common themes for both positive and negative reviews. If you have any questions whilst using the FFT dashboard, you can click on the question mark in the top right-hand corner for further information. Other options in the top right-hand corner include the heart, which allows you to favourite a search and save it for later. And you can also favourite certain sections of the Envoy platform by selecting the star, which will add them to the left-hand menu, meaning you have less menus to click through before you get where you need to be. These three options are also available on the other sections of the Envoy platform. Now I will go through the comments report. In the left-hand menu, click on Reports and then Comments Reports. The search functions follow a similar pattern to the previous dashboard, where you can search by directorate, team and date. But you are also able to search by comment themes, words or phrases, and by rating. When you select search, you will receive a table of the comments which match your search criteria alongside information about where and when they were submitted and which rating the respondent selected. You will also see that there are two different types of ID numbers, response ID and discharge ID. These do not identify who entered the feedback, but are generated for reporting purposes only. From the comments report, you can also select individual comments or multiple comments to be used on a You Said We Did poster. In order to create one of these, you need to select the blue button with an image of an arrow and a picture on the right-hand side of the comment you would like to use. Once the comment or comments have been selected, you need to click on the Download button in the top right-hand corner of the screen and generate your You Said We Did board. This will also allow you to add the actions which you took because of the feedback you received. Once the poster is completed, you can create a PDF which will allow you to print it off or circulate via email. If you would like to view further information about the survey the comment came from, you can select the I button next to the comment, which will show you the respondents' answers for every question in the survey. You can also download the whole report. This can be generated into PDF or Excel. The last part of the Friends and Family section I will take you through is the FFT Trend Analysis. To find it, you go through Analytics Reports to FFT Trend Analysis. This section again has similar search functions to the previous reports and can also select the reporting period by day, week and month. I'm going to look at recommended responses now. Once the report is run, it breaks down the recommended responses so you can see if there is a specific day or week where people are more or less likely to recommend. This section is most useful if you are regularly collecting large amounts of feedback. Otherwise, days can spike from just 1 or 2 answers. Now we are going to look at the local survey dashboard. Here you can find patient experience questions as well as local surveys such as CQC surveys or audits. The local survey dashboard has the same search functionality as ones I have previously shown you, but also allows you to switch between patient experience surveys and our audits. When selecting from departments, all audit surveys and CQC surveys are stored under the Audit and CQC Surveys department. Only FFT and Prem questions are stored under the directorates. We are going to look at the Audit and CQC Surveys department now. Once you have selected Audit and CQC surveys, you can select from the drop-down list of each of the individual audits and surveys we have on the system. Once you have chosen the survey you would like to look at, you can view answers from all locations or by individual service or directorate. Once the report is run, you are then able to see the number of surveys that have been collected under your search criteria, and you can support the answers to Excel. We will now go through the overview report. This allows you to look at responses to particular surveys in the form of pie charts or bar charts. These charts show how many people have responded to each question in the survey and what their responses were. Any questions with free text answers can be viewed as a list or exported to Excel. Next, we will look at heat maps. Here you can select a specific survey to view or specific questions within the survey. These are good for patient experience surveys, so you can identify how the different questions vary from each other in a location, and if there is any one area you need to focus on more than others. A similar function is the league table, but this just focuses on an overall score of responses by each team. If you want to look at a quick overview of answers for a particular survey, you can use the Local Surveys Report option to view the responses on a team or trust-wide level. The free text answers section allows you to view any of the free text questions across all the different surveys you may use. Once you have selected the survey or question, you can also search by themes or phrases similar to in the FFT section. The free text answers section allows you to view any of the free text questions across all the different surveys you may use. Once you have selected the survey or question, you can also search by themes or phrases similar to in the FFT section. The local survey options also include a trend analysis function, which again works much in the same way as in the FFT section, but can include all the free text responses for different questions. The last section we are going to go through is the Crystal Reports function. You can find this underneath the Downloadable Reports section in the left-hand menu. From there, you go to Run and select which report you would like from the drop-down menu. The Local Surveys Response Report will show you all the responses to all additional questions in your FFT surveys. These reports have similar search criteria as previous ones we've gone through, and you can customize the report with the logos provided. Once the report has been run, it creates a PDF report which gives you an overview of your responses, which can easily be shared with your colleagues or displayed in your service. Thank you for listening.